Guys, we have been flown down to the Play Better headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland to showcase to you guys the brand new Garmin R50. This is the first ever all-in-one launch monitor and golf simulator. That means you don't need to hook it up to a projector, a laptop. If you want, you can take this to the driving range, inside the smallest spaces inside your houses, and play simulator golf right here on the screen. And to show you everything this thing can do, we're gonna head into the Play Better headquarters and show you what it's got. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have with us the first all-in-one launch monitor golf simulator ever made, the Garmin R50, which we think is gonna do to launch monitors what Apple did to phones back in the day when they released the first iPhone. Now, when we say first all-in-one, we mean you do not need a computer, you do not need a projector, everything is built into this device, meaning you can set it down at the driving range, in your basement, into a net, in your golf simulator, and it's all there. You have a 10-inch display with Home T Hero, so you get 43,000 courses and a full simulator experience right inside this one device. And then obviously if you want to hook it up to a projector, a TV, there's an HDMI port to do that as well, but no other device has ever done this. And while the price point may seem high at $5,000, there's barely any subscription fees, and you don't have to buy a computer, which is usually $1,000 to $1,500, and you don't have to buy a projector, which is also $1,000 to $1,500. So you're really saving between $2,000 and $3,000 by just having this device. Now, first off, we want to talk about accuracy, such an important piece of the launch monitor you're getting. Now, this was just a first look for us, so we only got to hit about 100 shots, but what I can say out of that, I was insanely impressed. There was no shots for me that I thought were the littlest bit off. Spin, carry distance, offline, left and right seemed to be 100% accurate. And Ryan, we'd say probably out of the total shots we hit together, we maybe had one wedge.
One misread out of maybe 100 plus shots. So,
and let me be clear on this. For a new release of a launch monitor, every launch monitor we've ever tested has had some sort of issue. So to only have one misread before this thing is even released means it's gonna be an incredible device, because obviously these devices update over time, and we've never had a launch monitor this accurate without issues right off the rip. So there's obviously gonna be little things that pop up, but just know as a starting point, we've never had it this good, and we're insanely impressed with how good this is right away.
This product has 3 high-speed cameras, which is used for ball data and club data, which is tied for the most amount used for any other launch monitors within that same price range.
And with that, it comes with a ton of ball and club data, including ball speed, launch angle, launch direction, spin rate, spin axis, smash factor, total distance, carry yardage, total deviation, apex, and there's even more. We'll overlay the B-roll right now, but as much data as you could ask for in the ball range. And then in the club data portion, it comes with club speed, face angle, club path, and angle of attack. And I'm really pumped that it comes with club path and face angle, because some launch monitors in the price range, Bushnell Launch Pro, doesn't have face angle, and it's kind of really hard to know what you did wrong with your swing if you don't have that face angle built in.
So for that club data, you are gonna need the sticker to put on the middle center of that club face, but the good news is you only need 1 sticker, unlike some other products where you kind of need 4 stickers total, spread out all across the club face. Here, you're only gonna need 1 sticker.
Now let's get into the specifications of the device. Right off the bat, you have a 10-inch colored, I believe it's an LED screen, whatever it is, it looks incredible. It's hard to see here on camera, but this is as high resolution and quality as any screen that we've seen. And the fact that it's 10 inches, like this is, guys, this is all you need. It's a bigger device, obviously, like it's bigger than some other launch monitors, but it kind of needs to be that big so that the screen's big enough so when you're hitting, you can play full courses if you're not necessarily gonna set this up to a projector or a TV screen, which you can still do that. You just hook an HDMI cord up to it, but it's all right here. And then the other cool side, if you decide to hook it up to a projector, you can put all your data on this screen and then all of the course play on your projector screen.
One of the nicest features of this product is the graphics are incredible. You can notice the high resolution and the picture is just really nice compared to some of those others that kind of look cartoony a little bit.
And we'll add on to that, like people used to know Home T Hero as being cartoony. They have completely upgraded it. It's got some of the best graphics course to course that we've ever seen. And it comes with, how many courses, Ryan?
43,000 courses. So just a ton of courses that you have options to choose to play from.
Essentially any course that is registered to like their watch app that you can get like yardages from is on this device that you can play. So the coolest thing is I was able to look up every single local course that isn't necessarily on like GS Pro, and while we love GS Pro and it has a ton of courses, I can't go play my local Crestview, Winding Creek, these courses that sometimes maybe I want to practice specific shots on my home course. Can't do that with every other launch monitor, but with the Garmin R50, I can plug in my course and I can practice those shots that I want to hit on the R50.
This also comes with an impact video. So what I mean by that is once you finish your swing, you're able to go and see a video replay of your swing on this device, and it's very clear, might I add, so that you can kind of see what path you're taking if you're out to in, kind of see that contact, and you can just see a clear video of that video replay after you swing. Another really cool feature of the Garmin R50 is the customization that you can get if you're just utilizing this screen. Like I said, that video replay of your swing, if you want to get that on one half, you can split screen this product to be able to have half of the screen show your video replay and the other half show the driving range or whatever course you're playing.
Now, another thing we talked about is hooking up to your projector, but if you want to use some of the other simulator programs like GS Pro, you can also run it through that laptop. So you'll be able to connect wirelessly or through Bluetooth to your laptop and then play GS Pro or E6 Apex or whatever other software.
So before you step up to take your swing, this has a really cool feature where the lights will turn red if your ball is not within that impact zone. And then as soon as you put that ball in that impact zone, the lights will turn green and the screen on top will indicate that your ball is within the hitting zone, telling you you're ready to swing, which is just a really nice, easy feature to be able to tell you when you're good to go.
Now, one of the first things we noticed with the R50 is it's huge. Like, it's a big device. It's bigger than a GC Quad, bigger than a Bushnell Launch Pro. But like we said, it's an all-in-one. So essentially, you have a computer built into this. You have a full TV built into it, and then you have your launch monitor. So because of the all-in-one nature and what they've packed into this device, it kind of makes sense that it's bigger. But Ryan, it's not super heavy.
Not at all. This thing is like 10 pounds, so it's very light. If you want to bring it to the course, bring it to your backyard, you literally just pick it up, less than 10 pounds. And like Jock said, it's a 3-in-1. So you would expect it to be a little heavy, but it's really pretty light at 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's not heavy at all. And I think we hit on that a little bit, but we want to talk again, like the capabilities of this thing. Like if you have an hour with your buddy after work and you don't have time to go play a full course, you could go to the driving range, set this down, and probably play 18 holes just on this thing off the driving range because it works indoors and on grass. Or if you're just someone who doesn't have the space or have the ability to build a full simulator, you just need a hitting mat, a net, and then this thing, and you're good to go. One of the other things we want to talk about is obviously if you're going to invest a good amount of money into one of these devices, you don't want it to break. And we have confirmation from some sources that there's been extensive testing just to make sure this thing will hold up. So really, it's not something you should have to worry about. It has glass in front of the cameras that we've heard is very protective. So while you may want to get a third-party protective case, we don't think you have to. And now one of the coolest features is how quick you can power this device on and be playing golf immediately. And we're going to show you that right now.
So Jock's going to start off by powering this thing up and showing us how quick you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Jock.
Okay, device powered on. Now again, guys, you can play all this just on the display. Like, we don't need to set it up to a projector. You can, you could set it up to a TV, but you don't have to. You can do everything from this display at the course, at the range, at the actual driving range, you know, or just in your home in a garage. So I'm gonna click practice, distance range. I got all my settings. I might change elevation quick to where we are at home. And then we're gonna click start session, pitching wedge, and make sure the ball's in play. That was not the best shot, a little rush, but already there. I mean, that's probably under.
That was 45 seconds from start to finish with you hitting a ball.
So battery life on this is 4 hours. It's a great battery life. You can plug it in as well if you want to play longer, but 4 should be able to cover anything you need, whether that's in your simulator or out at the actual course. And then speaking of out at the course, it comes with an LPX3 water rating, which we don't know much about water ratings, but from what we heard, basically it means that like, hey, if it rains, like you probably don't want to have it in the rain all the time, but like if you know you're hitting it, starts to rain, you can put it in your car and you're not going to have any issues. All right, we've gone through all the features, but we're gonna show you perhaps the best feature, which is Home Tee Hero. So we looked up Pilgrim's Run, which is what we're gonna play, which is a local, very nice course to us. But we also looked up like Ryan, like the courses 5 minutes away, they're all on there. So literally almost any course in the world is on here if it's on the Garmin watch. So we're gonna do a little 3-hole match, Jock Buffton versus Ryan Links. We're gonna go over the features a little bit, but just show you kind of the course play. And usually, I wanna aim left because I draw. I would have to have you, right?
Yeah.
What would you have to do usually?
I'd have to be back from your spot on the desk, take the mouse, aim you left. So every time knowing me with my slice, every time I need to aim left, I gotta ask you to do it for me. But here, you can simply just crouch down, aim yourself right where you want to, take 2 seconds.
Click and hold and drag, and then you can look at the mini map too. So I'm hoping, I'm gonna aim at that bunker, hoping to carry that far. And now we're good to go. Yeah, that was a little heely. I actually am not surprised that went left. Come on.
Hang on.
Come on, be a good ball. Oh,
okay.
Thank the Lord.
Got through.
Just in the rough. Okay. Now you guys are gonna see this on the screen. Right now we're actually just playing it off of the screen on the device. So like we said, one of the coolest things is you don't need a projector, that you're saving $1,000 there. You don't need a computer. You can play it all right here, which we're gonna do. Now I'm in the rough. It's gonna take 10% power off. We're gonna look at the map here. Even with the power reduction, I'm gonna probably aim up there. And we're gonna take a little bit of a risk here and see if we can get to the green in 2 on this par 5. Okay, I know I'm in my zone. We got it green. Ready to hit.
Good to go.
That was not a great shot. But that's okay because we got a par 5. And that's actually gonna be a fine layup there.
Yep, that'll totally
It's
work.
a good miss hit. Par 5, we're fine.
So that went 176 through the rough. How do you feel that once you actually hit that, would you have guessed around?
Yeah, that was exactly right. That was not a great shot. And that was really fat. That's gonna be a bad shot, guys. All right, get in the 2-putt.
But it works for a par.
Okay, bad shot, but we're gonna get away with a par. So that's also kind of why I hit that club there. All right, got a par first hole. Ryan, you're up on the next one. Let's see if we can match it.
You already know, Jock, I'm gonna be slicing a little bit right. So we're gonna start things off. Open this up here. We're gonna aim around 2.
You're gonna be right on that tree line.
That's fine, that's fine. We'll aim right at that tree line, around 260 carry we're going for. There
That's
we go.
so accurate.
Trust it, baby.
Get in the bunker. Get in the bunker.
Get up there.
Oh, you lucky duck.
There we go. That's a fairway.
That slice is so accurate.
That's
right
a fairway, baby. All right.
All right, here we go.
In the zone, ready to go. We got a 4-iron, just kind of trying to really just advance this thing.
It sounded pretty good. Oh, come on. Be really right.
Be really right, he says. All right, we're totally fine.
Ah.
Jock's upset, but I'd say overall that's a pretty realistic shot. The irons are going to go a little right. All right, so 45-yard shot here. Let's get this ball in the zone. And let's put one in this 1-putt range and beat Jock on the first hole. Feels pretty good. Sit on it. Whoa.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
Okay, a little long.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like you kind of smoked that thing.
Must have a little hard.
Might have been a little hard.
Not showing much break in the green here. We're just gonna try and get this one.
And one thing too we'll talk about is you can aim, you probably will fade your ball a little bit on this chip. So he doesn't have to click and aim for chipping. You can just aim and even your shot.
Yeah.
You don't have to always click and aim. You could literally aim your body to where you think it is based on where you're aiming, which is most launch monitors do that, but not all of them.
Yep. Get up there. Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Let's go!
Oh, just shy.
That's a big lead. That's a big lead. 2-putt. And now we're on hole 2. Now this one, really cool hole here at Pilgrim's Run. This is a risky hole. Risky hole. I get a little nervous, so I know how tight this is in real life. I'm probably just gonna go 5-iron here. Might go a little left. That's a good shot.
Yep, that's a fairway.
I'm half pumped with that. And what me and Ryan were saying is we've been super impressed with the accuracy. That's exactly what I think that shot was. And for every club I tested right away, I had no complaints. I thought it was spot on, which for a new device, guys, super rare.
All right, 155 shot here, 7 yards downhill. What are we thinking, Jock?
I'm gonna go, that's a full out pitching wedge for me. I gotta nuke this to get there, and if I'm gonna miss on this hole, we got pond left, I wanna miss right. There's a hill that will actually kind of feed you into it, so that felt really good. Oh, I put it right.
Little right, little right.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I'm just hoping I'm not too far right.
Distance-wise, though, pretty much exactly where you're going.
Because we said 7 yards downhill.
Yeah.
So obviously that carry number is going to be a little different because it's going to go 7 yards longer. Felt good. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
no!
Just outside. Oh, sit.
Oh. You know what? I was going to say that is a super down. I'm pretty positive that's super downhill.
Yep.
So that, I think that's exact. Honestly, that's probably exactly what would happen.
Tough 3-putt.
Oh, double.
Tough 3-putt. All right, teeing this one a little up high, but we're just going to kind of grip and rip it. Hope for a 230, 240 shot here. All right. Little chunky, but you know that's gonna work. We'll go 215 carry, roll about to 225.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, for that hit, that was spot on.
Yeah,
like you said, you didn't strike it amazing. Look at the hill. That's just like real life. You can see that left slope coming all the way down, which honestly, this hole will do that.
Yeah, you can hit a fairway ball like we just saw here, and look, I'm gonna end up an inch in the rough.
Yeah, and that's super real. Like that's extremely realistic. So kudos to Garmin for the Home to Hero program to get it that good.
So that should be going a little bit right. Yep. All right, get up there.
Get up there.
Get up there. You gotta be kidding me.
Let's go!
Come on.
Oh, thank the Lord.
All right, tough break there, but overall, like, I'm happy with that shot. Like, that's realistic. I hit that well, faded it a little bit right.
All right, you gotta clutch up here.
So that was a bogey. So bogey, we're 2 over through 2.
We're tied.
Okay.
We're playing elite golf right now is what we're doing right now. All right, I got to make a play here if I want to be competitive.
All right,
or just final hole here.
Final hole here for Jock.
It's going to go a little left. Fade a little left, I should say. Which I'm pretty sure that is.
Yep.
A little fade on it left. Started right, but.
Is that another 5-iron?
That's another 5. That feels pretty good. Okay, what is it? What do we got here, Ryan?
178, 1 yard downhill in the fairway, so no rough, obviously, percentage power taken down. So right around a 177 shot here. Coming a little right. Could be decent. Ooh, tough bounce.
Okay, we can chip that in. That's not a bad shot. That's not a bad shot, Ryan.
We can put that in the 1-putt circle.
Okay, come on. I got to get at least a par here. Okay, now this is the part where, like, chipping, guys, you got to get used to on any simulator because depending on the speeds, it's all going to be a little different. It just takes a little bit to get used to it. And I haven't used this device, so I'm going to hit the shot I think is going to work. I like that shot, I think. Get in. Get
what
in.
A chip. What a chip.
Okay,
good par,
okay.
Good par.
2 out of 3 pars. I think we're going to have a par contest. Who gets the most pars on the 3 holes?
Change it mid-round.
Also, you probably don't want to hit driver here, Ryan.
We're going to because we got to feed.
You're getting risky. You're risking it.
What's the fun of a tie? You know, Jock? We got to go for it.
Okay. That's so accurate.
There we go.
That shot is so accurate.
Hang on there.
Not your farthest drive. Oh,
yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, that's right where we expect. Right side. All right. So let's hope this one's the last shot here of our 3v3 match, and I just put this one here, but we got about a 148.
147 with the downhill.
Yeah.
10% of that. Got to hit 10% farther.
1.14. Yeah, so right around.
Like 161.
Yeah, I'm going to play this like my 9-iron. I think we can go full 9-iron here.
Heartbeat's going right now, Ryan.
Heartbeat's going. Pressure is a privilege. Oh. Little long.
You got to make a play.
27 yards. Got to risk it.
Slanting right.
Got to risk it for the biscuit. We're in the rough. Basically need a hole out for the win. Got to get in the gimme range. So we need about just short of a 30-yard chip here.
That sounded hard. Sounds like you hit that hard.
It's 27 yards. Sit. Oh my goodness.
Let's go!
I'm just a 3-putt legend on the course.
Now, we will say the one thing, guys, the chipping is the hardest to get used to on a simulator, and new devices, especially, like, you never know, like, in terms of hardness of greens, speed of greens, how each program's gonna react. So, like, realistically, I would have shot even par is what that basically comes down to, okay? Ryan probably would have still shot the same score. All right, now, our final thoughts. When I say this, I 100% mean this. I think this is a game-changing device for launch monitors. The first 3-in-1, and when I first heard about this product and they were gonna fly us down here, I was like, okay, another launch monitor, $2,000 to $5,000 range, here we go. And then I got here and I was like, this is insane. Like, it's got everything packed into it. The display is incredible. With every other device, I feel like I need to have a projector screen to get the full experience. I feel like you can experience the full experience just off the screen they have built into here. So the fact that all the courses are built in, the driving range, you can see it all on here. You can hook it up to a projector. You could have potentially 6 feet to your net or your screen, so you only need a total depth of 10 feet. You can literally play this at the smallest possible room size.
And you're still getting all of those ball features and club features that all of the other launch monitors have. They have that as well, and it's accurate, like we said before. Like, we tested this and we had 1 misread. So just like a very accurate product, and still able to get those ball features and the club features with this basically 3-for-1 product.
And for me, like I said, it's expensive, but it's really not as expensive as you think, because if a projector and a laptop, let's say that costs $2,200, you take that off the top price, all of a sudden this is $2,800 when you consider that comparatively, and the subscription fees are way cheaper. And so we just think this is like the future of launch monitors. We think every launch monitor going forward is gonna try to incorporate what this has in it. Now, I will say probably the only downside that we saw is lefty-righty play. It's gonna be, you still have to move it around for lefty-righty. We talked to them about introducing the play out hole feature. So if you wanna play with lefties and righties easily and only have to move it every other hole, then you can hook it up to GS Pro. But realistically, that's probably the only downside we saw, is having to move it. But a lot of those kind of side place launch monitors have that issue, so it's not a new thing for these type of devices. But if you need to make lefties and righties work, you definitely can make it work.
So that's it for us here. Make sure to use all our links and any possible discount codes that you might see here below, and we'll see you in the next video.